Okay, this is page number 379. Okay, again, what we're doing in this lesson is that we are graphing data that is taken from a table. Okay, so this is number one, graph the data on the coordinate grid. So we're gonna use this data on this table titled Ryan's height, and we're going to put it right here. To graph this data in the coordinate grid, we need to make order pairs. Okay, so the first step would be to write the order pairs for this, okay, table. All right. So if we look at the of the coordinate grid, this will tell us which number would be the first number in our order pair. Okay, the x-axis and the y-axis. Remember that the x-axis would be the first number in our order pair. Okay, so the x-axis is the age in years of Ryan. Okay, so how old is Ryan is the x-axis, and the y-axis is the height in inches of Ryan. Okay, so for the first number, we're going to find Ryan's age. Okay, and Ryan's age is right here. It's this first line. Okay, so the first pair of numbers would be 1, okay, for the x-axis, and the height in inches when he was 1 year old. 30, okay, so 30 would be, okay, the first order pair, 130, okay. Second one, okay, 2 would be the second, okay, year, which is the age in years. So 2 would be for the x-axis, and 35 would be for the y-axis. So 2 comma 35 is our second order pair. Our next order pair would be number 3 for the x-axis, and 38 for the y-axis. Okay, so he did not grow, okay, that much between 2 and 3 years. He just grew 3 more inches. Okay, so the next one would be 4 for the x-axis and 41 for the y-axis. Okay, and the last one is 5 for the x-axis and 44 for the y-axis. Okay, so that is the order pairs. These order pairs, of course, we're going to use them to plot our points in this coordinate grid right here. Okay, let's look at letter B. What does letter B is asking? What does the order pair 338 tell you about Ryan's age and height? Okay, so this one's very simple. The 3 stands for how old Ryan was, and the 38 stands with how tall he was. Okay, so for letter V, I want you to write, okay, at the age of 3, comma, Ryan's height was 38 inches. Okay, so that's for letter B. Okay, of course, you can pause the video right now so that you can copy this answer in your book for letter B. Okay, now letter C. Why would the 0.642 be nonsense? Okay, why would this be nonsense? 6 years old, 42 inches. Okay, why would it be nonsense if we add another point right here, another order pair? Okay, look at the last one. When he was 5 years old, he grew 44 inches. Okay, he was 44 inches tall. Okay, this one means that at the age of 6, he's 42 inches. Okay, can you go down? Can you stop growing and then go down, go shorter as you grow up? I don't think so, right? So that's why this is nonsense, because there's no way that when you are older, you're going to get shorter, of course. No. Okay, so that's nonsense. Okay, so what we are going to write for letter C, okay, is that because it would mean, okay, that at the age of 6, Ryan's height would be less than his height at the age of 5. Okay, so he would have gotten shorter as he got older instead of taller. So that's why this is nonsense. You cannot get shorter as you get older. Okay, you have to grow up, of course. Okay, so again, feel free to pause the video right now so that you can copy this answer for letter C. The last step would be to plot the information using this coordinate grid. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Okay, so 1, 3. Again, what first number is for the x-axis, the second number is for the y-axis. Okay, so for 1, okay, the first one, we're gonna walk 1 step to the right and 30 steps going up. Okay, so that would be our first point. Okay, and then I'm not gonna label it this time because it doesn't say to label it. Okay, number 2, so 2 years old, 35 inches. So 1, 2 to the right and 35 inches. See, these are going up by tenths, but there's a line in the middle. So that means that this is 10, this line represents 15, then 20, 25, 30, 35 inches. So that is how tall Ryan was at the age of 2. Okay, so I'm gonna plot a point right there. Okay, now moving up to the third order pair. When he was 3 years old, he was 38 inches. Okay, so at the age of 3, 38 inches. Okay, so 38, it's very close to 40. So I'm just going to, okay, make an order pair almost, okay, at 40. So around there, I think it's fine. Okay, now at the age of 4, he was 41. So I'm going to locate 4 in my x-axis and I'm going to walk up at 41. So 41 would be almost a little bit higher than 40. So I'm going to plot my point there. Okay, and then at the age of 5, he was 44 inches. So I'm going to walk to 5 on the x-axis, and then 44 inches would be almost, okay, touching the corner, okay, of 45. Okay, maybe a little bit higher. Okay, 44 inches, it would be, okay, kind of there. Okay, like that. Okay, so these order pairs would represent how Ryan was growing up as he grew older. Okay, all right. Number 2. Okay, again, we're going to take this information from the table to write order pairs for each point. Okay, to find which number goes first, we need to find what is the title or what label is in our x-axis and what label is used for our y-axis. So the label that's used for the x-axis is day, and the label that is used for y-axis is the height in centimeters. Okay, so we're talking about the plant, the height of a plant now. Okay, so for the x-axis, we want to start with the date. So the first number for our first order pair would be 5. And then the second number would be how tall the plant was when, okay, day 5. In day 5, so it's 1. So 5 comma 1 would be our first order pair. Okay, then our next order pair would be day 10. How tall our plant was in day 10? 3 centimeters. So 3 centimeters, okay, is our second number. Our third order pair would be 15 for the day. So day 15, our plant grew 8 centimeters. Okay, it was 8 centimeters tall. Okay, our next order pair is for 20. Okay, so our plant on day 20 was 12 centimeters tall. Okay, for day 25, we write an order pair with 25 for the x-axis and 16 for the y-axis, meaning that 16 centimeters, okay, was the height of the plant in day 25. Then on day 30, the plant was 19 centimeters tall. So 30 comma 19. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so this is our other order pairs that we're going to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot them right now before we answer letter B. Okay, so for 5 in the x-axis, 1 in the y-axis. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pretend that 1 is right there. Okay, so plot our point right there. Okay, close to the 0, to the line right here, to the x-axis. Now 10, 3. Okay, so 10 for the x-axis and 3 almost touching the 4. Okay, right there. Okay, right there is fine. Okay, or like this, actually, let's just go ahead and put it in the middle of the lines. Okay, between the 2 and the 4. Okay, right there, 3. Okay, so this is are going up by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and these are moving by 5s. Okay, so the third order pair is 15, 8, so I'm gonna allocate 15 in the x-axis and the 8 on the y-axis. Would be right here. Okay, and then for the next one is 20, 12, so 20 in the x-axis and 12 on the y-axis, which is right here. And for the next one is 25 and 16, so 25 in our x-axis and 16 in the y-axis. Plot a point right there. Okay, and the last one is 30 and 19, so 30 on the x-axis and 19, almost 20. Okay, so I'm gonna plant it in the middle. Okay, right there. Okay, so this points kind of show a picture of how this plant was growing. Okay, now let's go back to letter B. It says, how would the order pairs be different if the heights of the plants were measured every 6 days for 30 days instead of every 5 days? Okay, so this is what I want you to write for that sentence. I mean, that question. Okay, this is what I want you to write for letter B. Okay, there would be 5 ordered pairs instead of 6. And the ordered pairs would measure the heights at 6, comma, 12, comma, 18, comma, 24, comma, and 30 days. Okay, feel free to pause the video right now so that you can copy the answer for letter B for the second example. Okay, so this means that instead of measuring this plant for every 5 days, okay, these numbers, of course, on the bottom on our x-axis, okay, would not be going up by 6. I mean by 5. It would be going up by 6. So instead of 5, we would have 6, then 12 instead of 10, then 18 instead of 15, and then 24 instead of 20, and 30 instead of 25. So we would not have a 6th order pair. We would end up, okay, using only 5 or 4. I mean 4. Okay. All right, I'm going to record the next page on another video.